Yeah, I honestly, that is the other thing. Even if it was a 20-year-old Twinkie, I'm sure it would still taste fine.
You'd still be able to see the signature.
Yeah, but I still have a feeling it would eventually just start to shrink. Because, it's one thing if you leave it in the plastic, I think it would be fine, but if you actually open the damn thing, I think it would eventually just turn to nothing.
These are moments when
Not to mention bugs.
I was rich, where I could buy another house and just perform these experiments and go check on this Twinkie in 20 years. I don't want to keep it in my real house, but an experiment house.
This is why we're friends. We think a lot alike. I'm not going to lie. So back to the weirdness. Alan Rickman, whenever he shoots a gun, you'll notice that the camera cuts away, except for one time. And that's because he had never fired a gun before. So if you watch his face, he just flinches like crazy because he's not used to the sound. But on top of it, because John McTiernan wanted these guns to sort of be over the top, and if you look at it, they really are. They flash like fucking crazy. They were modified so that they would have a much bigger flash, which also made it a much bigger sound. So everybody kind of started flinching, because it's really fucking loud as hell. So it was a little strange. Now, actually, you can answer this, Aaron. You have been in California.
I've passed by the Nakatomi Tower.
Well,
I've
maybe
not
you
been
can,
inside.
Well, maybe you could tell is apparently you are not allowed to take a picture in front of the building.
Again, I was not
at the
building.
Why? You never go to the building?
I took a picture from...
There's no info on that.
I took a picture from the car passing by.
So you can't just zoom by and just try to get a selfie with the building?
Aaron did that.
You can do that,
He zoomed by.
I didn't stop by to get to the building, but I imagine it's a place of business where they don't want...
I'm guessing.
I'm sure you can take a picture of it and just...
but
not
you can't,
in the lobby.
Yeah, you probably can't take a selfie standing in front of the building because that's just going to impede foot traffic of people who are working. Yeah.
But it's a big ass building, so
you can do it from many places because it does stand out.
Yeah, I was driving. I think it's Culver City. Where is it?
That sounds about right. Actually,
it's one of the studio towns. Los Angeles is a town of towns. There's 600 little towns. My brother's in Glendale, where the Armenians are. And you pass by and that's the Nakatomi. My wife and I did the hop on, hop off, and the Nakatomi Tower.
Like you do, because it's Nakatomi.
It was not one of the hop off stations.
No.
But you can see it from the bus.
Hey, that's
also
cool.
Beverly Hills police station. That was one where they pointed out. They didn't point out Nakatomi. I just recognized Nakatomi.
They didn't point out the fuck. Okay,
that's probably because they don't want the selfies.
I guess, yeah. And then one more thing. In the German dub of the movie, all the villains are Irish. And they give them Irish names.
But they keep the voices.
No, well, it'll be dubbed in German.
Yeah.
So they'll have a German dude doing the German voice.
Named Mickey O'Rourke.
Yeah, it literally is like that. But I'm guessing when they're supposed to be speaking German, they're probably speaking English.
Not in the England version? Little IRA joke for
Uh-huh.
Just Irish. Bono and the Edge take over Nakatomi Plaza.
I'd watch that movie.
The band U2 play the Terrors.
Again, I'd watch that.
And, hey, bonus, they do the soundtrack.
Well, I'm not a U2 fan, so I'd at least
see a
couple of shots.
Century City? Not
okay,
Culver City. I just fact check myself. Unlike Trump, I like to make sure that I reveal good knowledge.
We'll have no real facts.
I knew it was a city.
No,
it was something city.
No,
my brother was
Dink operation.
Yeah, no, we're way too Mickey Mouse for real facts. Come on now.
Starting with the film.
Yes.
John McClane flying into Los Angeles. He is quite the nervous flyer.
Yes.
His seatmate gives him the advice that I'm sure most people have tried at least once.
I have. It works.
You take your shoes and your socks off, and then you make little balls with your feet.
Yeah, I've done it.
Yep.
It's fun.
On the carpet of your hotel room.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I don't know. I'm clean the floor of the hotel room.
It works even if you've been in boots all day.
It just feels kind of nice, and it does kind of feel like you're grounded a little bit.
And he does do it, and he's like, God damn, some of the pictures right.
But ironically, there's a great deleted scene that I kind of wish they'd kept in because it was just made me smile because it was part of the very original script. Because in the original novel, the McClane character has an affair with that stewardess who looks at him. But there's a fantastic line where the stewardess sees the giant bear that he's carrying, And she looks at him and says, "Oh, you should have gotten the bear a seat." And he smiles and just says, "Well, the bear's underage." And she looks at him with this, like, fuck me look, and she just goes, "I'm not." And then he walks away. I was like, that's
there is
funny.
weird when he's getting off. There's a glance
She
at
gives
the...
a glance, yeah, because...
That doesn't go anywhere.
All they did...
California.
Well, all they did was just cut out that section, so she's still looking at him. She's still giving him the fuck me look, and he's sort of
It's one of those things where you're like, well, the scene means nothing because they cut out the rest.
Yeah.
You know it's the 80s because he's smoking inside.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I miss the days when you could smoke wherever the fuck you wanted.
And you get one of those two blonde couple kissing on each other. He's like, fucking California. Like, blonde people kiss elsewhere, John.
It's the big boobed, like, shaky thing of her, I think, because again, all of the women in this movie, I looked it up, like all the women that are like the couple later on that are fucking, the pictures, they're all Penthouse pets or Playboy playmates, so they all kind of made them overtly California.
Fair enough.
So that's the look.
California is all actor and actresses and failed actor and actresses.
Yes.
And ugly as shit studio executives.
Like you do.
Yes. We cut
Pardon
to
my French. No, this is a clean podcast.
This is a hey. It's a kid show.
Yeah, this is a kid show, and if your kids are listening,
you're horrible
parents. Jesus.
Cut to the party that's happening. The setting for this movie.
Yes.
Alice, everyone's favorite side character.
Bubby.
Him and Holly he's trying to obviously hit on Holly.
Yes.
The quintessential 80s Coke stockbroker.
Yeah.
How is this not Dennis Miller?
I mean, he's as close to Dennis Miller as you can get, but Dennis Miller, I don't think was famous enough at this point to have a big role like this.
Fair enough. Because I'm like, this guy's like...
He looks like Dennis Miller's evil twin.
Yeah.
There's
like discount Coke version of
yeah.
all unintended.
The other coked up version of Dennis Miller, because I guarantee you Dennis Miller was coked up as fuck in the 80s.
Well...
Most people.
Yeah, that's the fueled on it. That was
it's
the fuel.
80s. It was Coke.
80s fuel. Go back to John at the airport. You're getting picked up by Argyle, everyone's favorite limo driver.
Yes.
Neither of them know how any of this works, kind of.
Yeah.
He
asks him basically, is like, so, what do we do now? And Argyle's like, I was hoping you could tell me. This is my first trip. I'm like, oh, okay.
Sounds like a terrible company.
A little bit, yeah.
Go pick up this person and drive him somewhere. When he says hi, take him to the limo.
Yes.
That's not exactly difficult to do.
It's really not. Like, it really did seem
But it does make
weird.
for a cute scene.
I guess, yes.
That endears them to each other.
Yes. It strengthens the bond.
And you know that he doesn't know what he's doing because he sits up front.
Although companies are notorious for being terrible at that. Like, go pick this guy up.
Just go do it.
He probably isn't actually a limo driver. He's probably like in the mailroom that they're like, put the suit on and go pick this guy up.
He was a cab driver, so it looked like this is probably just like, he's just like, I didn't want to drive a cab anymore. I want to drive a limo because it seems like that's the better option.
And I do like he sits up front and the bear sits in the back.
Yeah.
And
the bear's in the lap.
Because they're going to go pick up a few mama bears.
Yeah. Or is he married?
He's married.
Oh, shit. Okay, well.
Pretty fast, Argyle.
It's a nice little scene.
Mm-hmm.
We get Christmas in Hollis.
Yep. Because he puts it on.
This is Christmas music.
Yeah. I literally was about to call him Die Hard. so Die Hard says, like, don't you have any Christmas music? And Argyle says, this is Christmas music, man.
Thus, showing you as a Christmas movie where they're referring to Christmas music.
Agreed.
This I don't get.
Okay.
So he's going to obviously meet his wife at the party.
Mm-hmm.
She's going under Holly Gennaro.
Yes.
And he's mad.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
And he's mad because he's like, well, she's supposed to be McLean, but she's under G. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well...
He's using the computer system that the guy told him to use.
Yes. I'm looking for so-and-so. Use the computer. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is neat.
Yeah.
Technology.
Cute
and then
boy.
finds her on the 30th floor. Oh, yeah, that's the only people that are in the building.
The only people
then why are you...
Neither of you have worked for a corporation.
So, not in a long time.
When they put in new systems,
yeah,
there is a requirement you use them first. So even if the blatant answer would save you money, everyone is required to use this new system to find them. So yes, everyone's on the 30th floor, but this security guard has been told to make sure everyone uses the touchpad.
See, I knew you would have an answer to this. I thought that immediately when I watched the movie. I'm like, I'm sure Aaron's gonna know why this is.
That didn't throw me for a loop at all. I'm sure the security guard is told everyone needs to enter in and find. It'll save so much time. Stop telling them where their floor is. Enter it in the system.
To his credit, though, it did seem like once he found Holly in the machine, the guy literally said, just go to the elevator and get off when it dings. So he programmed the elevator to work for him.
Yeah.
So that does save time.
Oh, yeah.
But the other thing does not.
Well, I get the whole scene is just supposed to be like, oh, she's using her...
But they're also...
maiden name, not her...
that was literally what they were doing.
There also could have been he found someone who wasn't at the party and then been like, they're
well,
not
no,
here,
what he was saying is the only people left in the building were at the party. So there is literally no reason. He should have just been like, everybody's up there.
Like, 30th floor.
Not
party.
to mention, like, is anyone really going to give him shit?
It also could have been part of their check-in process of this guest is Holly Gennaro's guest.
Yeah, but I mean,
because every security building you have to write in who you're going to visit.
Oh, no, I understand. Well, I guess, this is the...
Someone who's also worked in security.
Yeah, well, that I knew. So I guess this is the digital version of signing in, right? Like, he literally put her name in, so clearly he's signing that he's there to see somebody specifically.
So we get Takagi, Ellis, Holly, and now John, all in the office together. They make their introductions. Ellis just show him the watch.
Show him the watch.
It's a Rolex.
In the fucking weirdest, what is he trying to do? And, I'm pretty sure John already knows she's a big shot in the company. That's why they fucking
I also at the beginning of the scene when Joe is bringing him to the office, Ellis is just, nose deep.
Well, they make a point of that because, Ellis is nose deep into the fucking, booger sugar, and he
this is her husband,
is her husband, her cop. And Ellis just sort of goes, hi, how you doing? And literally John just goes, you missed some. I'm like...
This is the 80s height of consumerism, all about status, and when, lifestyle's the rich and famous stuff. Yeah. So it's all about, it's just your classic coked out salesman, oh, check it out, it's
watch. We get the trucks. Who we know Hans is in the trucks, but it's just ominous music trucks, that's the bad guys.
More further proof that they didn't know how, because they didn't have the ending worked out.
Yeah.
Further proof, if you look at this truck, there is no way that truck housed all those people and a fucking ambulance.
Yeah,
that truck is way too small for that.
Well, when they open up the door, you don't see the ambulance.
No, because it's not there, because they didn't have the ambulance plan until later.
Cut back to Holly and John. It's one of those nights, you could stay at the house.
Fix that easily with, a second truck coming in the middle of the...
Yeah. They didn't know.
Before the thing goes off.
Well, they didn't know they were going to do it.
No, but films, you can go film the scene. So have them all arrive and then have a second truck come in before the police.
You got to remember, this is the 80s. People didn't, watch and read. At this point, they didn't know how big the video market was in 1988. So they were probably people are going to watch this in theaters and never see it again.
Continuity mistakes were probably abound.
Yeah, no one's ever going to pay attention. And in all honesty, it never occurred to me until recently to look for the fucking ambulance. So,
so Holly and John, the whole... Well, you can stay with us. I thought that was always the plan.
No, it wasn't. He literally, when he's talking to Argyle, the reason why Argyle's still in the basement
because he doesn't know.
He's like, "Hey, where are you going to be?" He's like, "It's up in the air." Yeah. So he's just like, and that's why Argyle hands him his card. It's like, "Look, if it doesn't work out with your lady, come. I'll take you to a hotel and I'll set you up. I'll just hang out." And he's just like, "You're a good man, Argyle." And he's like, "Just remember that when you're signing for the bill."
He's the typical afraid to ask, can I stay with you? So he's just showing up and hoping she will do the work for him.
Because then he does say, though, my captain retired out here, so I could just bunk with him. That's bullshit? Yeah.
It is absolute bullshit, because he doesn't want her to worry.
I'm sure there may be a captain he could call if she says you're definitely not staying with me. But it was never his intention.
He also says it's in Pomona, which apparently is really fucking far away. So that could have been him doing research, going, well, where's the furthest
it's in Pomona.
I could say? Yeah.
You mean Pomona?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know. Place.
So we get the introductions to the bad guys proper with, was it not Carl?
No, it's Heinrich.
Heinrich and Theo.
And Theo.
Them going through those, basically going through the highlights of an old 80s Lakers game.
A little bit, yeah.
Doorman gets shot. They lock down the building.
That's not Heinrich. What the fuck is that guy's name? I don't know.
Oh, it's the guy that looks like fucking Huey Lewis.
Yeah. It's the fake Texan.
Fake security guard.
Yeah. So they shoot the doorman. kill the security guard from in the lobby, lock down the building.
$50 on these guys.
$50 on these assholes.
Yeah, $50 on these assholes.
And they cut
Which, by the way, is illegal in California, so saying that to a cop was
he's
genius.
Fucking terrorist. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but he was trying to pass it off like he's a security guard to a cop.